Hey everybody, welcome to week 2. Alright, so we got through that introductory week. I saw a lot of really good work, and I was really happy to get to know all of you in discussion. So discussion is going to be a big part of the class going forward. We're going to have a lot of very, very interesting topics, and we start off nice, right? We get to know each other, maybe you share some photos, we talk about what you're going to be majoring in, things like that. It's a good way to develop online community, like I said last week, and we want to continue to do that. So hopefully this week we'll kind of build on what we did last week. So you got a lot of foundational concepts last week, right? We talked about hardware and software and what the two are, how they're different, but how they're both necessary for the other one, right? You know, hardware needs software to tell it what to do. Software isn't really anything of substance without a hardware on which to work, right? So we have a good understanding, hopefully a good foundation on which to build. And this week, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be focusing largely on software, specifically operating systems and cloud technology, cloud storage, and we'll get to a better understanding of what we mean by these kinds of concepts and drill a little deeper into some of them. For instance, when we talk about the cloud and cloud storage, we'll be talking specifically about OneDrive. And a lot of the work you're going to be doing, a lot of the assignments are going to be related to OneDrive. There's going to be a OneDrive simulation and another little assignment, very easy one, that just is going to have you show me that you have an understanding of what OneDrive is and how it works. So with that said, let me say a little bit about that. OneDrive is part of Microsoft Office 365. You have access to that. Every one of you does. And it is the cloud storage that Microsoft offers. So what is cloud storage, or what's the cloud? Does this mean that we're doing all this computer stuff out there kind of floating in the ether or something? No. Essentially, cloud storage is or cloud technology is doing computing, whether it's Microsoft Word or saving something to your cloud storage, but doing it on other people's computers. So in the case of Microsoft, we're actually using Microsoft's computers to save our information in OneDrive or to work in Word, Excel, or PowerPoint when you're working in Office 365. So cloud technology is basically where we're not doing all these things on our computer. We're doing them through our computer, but you're not saving everything onto your hard drive. You don't have to have Microsoft Word downloaded onto your computer in order to use it, although you do have that option. That's what cloud technology is. In the cloud means you're doing something with or on or with somebody else's computer, okay? It makes things very, very easy when it comes to, let's say, accessing files. You know, you save a file on in OneDrive at home, but then you go to your work computer, you can just as easily access it with a passcode, right? And you can fly to your Aunt Mabel's house in California and you forget that you had to do something there, right? And so you can, again, go on her computer and you can access your OneDrive. Cloud technology makes computing so much easier, so much more convenient, and safer. You think, well, if it's out there, you know, on the web or something, it's easily hacked or something. Not exactly. In fact, security is actually better through the cloud because it can be constantly updated and constantly monitored by big companies like Microsoft. So you really don't need to worry about security when it comes to things that you're saving in OneDrive. So we're going to talk a lot about that. We're going to talk about operating systems too. This is something that we all use all the time and never give it a moment's thought. Whether you're a Mac user and you have Mac OS, or we're talking about Windows 10, which is probably most people, these are operating systems. This is how basically you engage with your computer. You don't really think about it again because it's all behind the scenes, or a lot of it's behind the scenes. But an operating system is, you know, in a sense, maybe kind of like the brain of the whole operation, right? That's the thing that is going to make everything else on your computer move and function and work. So we're going to talk a little bit more about those, among other things too. Discussion this week is going to be a very interesting topic. I'll have another video there. Make sure you watch that, and we'll see where discussion takes us this week. You have any questions, folks? Any concerns? Anything about the class that maybe you're worried about or you have questions about? Let me know, okay? I can't help you if you don't reach out to me first, okay? So let me know if anything comes up, and we'll see where the week takes us. Thanks, folks.